Yeah, the Echo Wheels no. Man for nye happy cry. One, Babara man, the and was do one and was on Moka, and number 2, Joseph Pencil. Salamun Chassia.
Well, both two players have certain political corners within the national team. That is number one. Number two, Ofobi say Joseph Pencil, statistically, if you are to compare his numbers to other players, the area now, he's ahead of them. Apart from Obi Semenyo, who is our star boy, and then Obi Brandon Thomas Asante, are also a one number Joseph Pencil. So all share of the players listed. You omumi no free man. Ofa Fatawi Ishaku or 9 goals. Ofa Jordan Ayew. Ofa Inaki Williams. Ofa Kamal Din Suleiman. All these players, in terms of numbers, he's ahead of them. So if people are raising concerns as to why he was dropped, more cost to at least more points are bit me are raising. Apart from the political side, if you are looking at it from the technical side of play or the technical point of view in terms of performance on the same playing field, apart from the way the two sides in terms of the platform, the MLS, the French league, the EPL, the championship, you are talking about the Italian Serie A, so dig into the numbers game. If people are raising concern about Joseph Pencil, I think more points or more raising concern about Joseph Pencil, because in terms of the numbers game, or a third on the list as compared to the rest. People will raise concern, and I'm saying that fast statistics in Kwanto Hodia, apart from Semenya, or more than 15 numbers of Brandon Thomas Asante, and then offer Joseph Pencil 10 goals a season. Now Ode Obi say Fatah Ishako about with 9 goals. Into here Kamal deal with just 2 goals. Nonsense started most of the game for Atlanta. A lot of people believe we say when it comes to the numbers game, Joseph Pencil also. So when people are raising concern, I think they are on point. Okay. On the issue of Barbara Man, and the I can't say baby. Makase, he gave us 8 years. He never convinced me. That is number 1. Number 2, circumstances a man can show more blaster no. Such circumstances then got baby, because they do. Ghana young couple match my more empty stadium because COVID did my. It is a fancy who know how fans and obey more. The Lincoln financial fraud, Philadelphia. Fans no be more. Gillette Stadium, Boston. And I'm not sure after those games you come back and tell us you've retired from the Blasters. See your games will come and can I so so the reason given for me in terms of the psychological side, you accept it, but it was a bit flimsy because they do work up with the other BBR to Ochira or Babebo. And again, there Cohn game boy against Germany so Yakofana Bano Timia Beba performed there. A lot of people believe we say he deserves continuity, especially stage I in led back in here. The last World Cup your first game against Portugal, Barbara Man started. You could not deliver. Your boy against Korea one started, and you say your boy against Uruguay, and I didn't know Obebo and yes, so all factors are considered or checking the output for the national team. In my opinion, he's not a bad player to play 35 games a season for your club, not just say or but when you're at a time with the Blasters. And if I'm calling say we should move on from certain players, I think it's one of those I will see a move on. So I'm on for raising concern. Maka the political side, the tactical and the technical side, and I'm on for raising concern.
Okay, all right. I'm on for concern, but almost say only doctors so concern. I'm funny, Papa. What do I say? That's a money problem with pencil exclusion. Na Barbara Man inclusion and the more kind of chess has a money problem with it.
Oh, Barbara Man, I don't support Barbara Man coming back to the Blaster. I don't support it. And I'm my mom reason to say, what Bob Blaster, can we count those iconic moments? No. Baba situation ain't say Joseph Fence or bar more now, man, do now, mobi. But Baba, they were both consistently for 8 good years. And I'm saying that his circumstances are the two just into a continent in free home. Says a young boy empty stadium. Baby, I can cry stadium no such a babara. It is also a higher boon to 20 ball no mobile, a higher 40,000. Lincoln Financial for the 65,000. Gillette around 50,000. Two more numbers. Ghana for no so be bakama. Into ube who say once one year you don't expect them to keep quiet. Elsewhere, quite the boo players share. Into the circumstances and in change. And besides that, you're saying you'll be a wabe say opportunity I demand not against Austria, not against Comoros. It was against the Mannschaft of Germany. He played and played very well. Think I was here some twice be near man opportunity. No sa boko nanim. E di kwa say ye kofo obi a watena chire for years sa ba say ye ko work up into omebo. That's my position on Baba. Into no inclusion there I don't support it.
Okay.
Mento asana.
Yeah, twasu.
Okay. On Joseph Vincent, I compared him to the other players on the flanks. And Amadi Kaka said in terms of the numbers game he's next to Semenyo and Brandon Thomas Asante. But I was looking at the opportunities given in the national team per the game Sawabo as compared to his competitors. Mejitum say Semenyo in the moment in the blast out of the game against Germany. But so baby Semenyo Babi Druno. Enipa Ukraine ya dene ko World Cup near Semenyo. Carlos Queiroz on pill. He must find a way for Semenyo to deliver. Na dwuma pa ba ko you know blaster in pa no. He should find a way for Semenyo to deliver. System B or better bia. Enipa also my system ne fancy should be Semenyo. Into the Semenyo better actually because general only competitor. He is playing for one of the best clubs in Europe. Now the consistency from Bournemouth to Manchester City no anode. We are no free. I've spoken about Brandon Thomas Asante. Or not in a numbers game or so. The next person I did the numbers game in about Joseph Pencil. Now you know the blasters. Fatawu Shaku, Joseph Pencil was number 10. Fatawu Shaku was 9, Joseph Pencil was 10. Now Fatawu Shaku has always been a starter of the blasters. In the game against Germany, Joseph was not there, Fatawu was there, he scored. He qualifies here, Iboye. And a pair of bright one of our matches once, he scored as well. In as much as Joseph, you say he's on form than Fatawu Shaku. Fatawu has been scoring. And that is a championship in the English soil. So the platform is also different. Now you talk about Inaki. You know, no coach will drop Inaki. No coach will drop Inaki. Because he said, the level playing for how many Ghanaians are playing in the Spanish La Liga. And he's been consistent for Bilbao. A captain of the side. So no coach will drop him. I agree on also blaster ultimate. But the level in Europe, and the competition is not Ghana. And I had the ever born. The level with Europe, general, it gives me an edge over whoever is coming. Now, in the part, Obia raise concern at what point Kamal D numbers as against Joseph Pencil numbers. Joseph Pencil in terms of numbers. Kamal D has always been a bench or mine again. You see some flashes. Just like Joseph Pencil, but you see some flashes. But the reality is that Sejo, ononso ba untimi mosa. Ononso eba untimi mbo. But again, he plays in the Syria. For me, that is the difference. He plays in the Syria. And I was comparing the Syria to the MLS. And I feel that in terms of the platform, the Syria no top in as much as you compare it to the MLS. But for the numbers game, Joseph Pencil Ebunu baby. Until that was the angle I was looking at it for.
Oh, wow. Neema, who has been out of the season due to injury, gets a call-up to the national team. But Joseph Pencil, who has been playing consistently this season, didn't get a call-up. Hey, Ghana football. And Anasa for Accra Westland. And Apeja Wede Abreye. Skanza Bimbila. I disagree with Rooney. Football is not only about goals and assists, Okay, member scans at the so na discussion home messages and I may say Spain Burger, Hamburg, Germany, and the way Abba Joseph Fenton and Majida Shimero having dropped and some Ghanaians are ranting all over. Our group opponent, England, has dropped Trent Alexander-Arnold, Harry Maguire, Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, but nobody is talking about it in England. Our dropped players better than these guys. Asimero has played only 13 games at club level. Spain, Burger, Hamburg, Germany, and anyway, and so Abreu.
Spain Burger, and the M internet to Germany in a doom. Spain Burger, we internet no M say Germany in Quadi and Efa, a doom. Copa Mane, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And you know, the Mao Bikoka said, I think Troy Deeney. Eko ka so mo di team B na eko World Cup no nti e hon so mo boom papa nti ha obi boom a nyanto boase no mo boom because saa de ne de ekoso o ba bia nti England say na o mo nkretsa je on call up ni je obi a ebi mo kra say ahwe around of 60 kro mo nduru nti say
no mo ka say o mo di team B na eko World Cup
and again Trent onye Ghana ni Copa ma onye Ghana ni nti you cannot compare Copa and Trent. Say, oh, my informant to be a Ghana for Sunyedi. Ghanaians are looking at the players available, and if they are raising concern about certain players, you know, we need to give them that hearing.
What can I say? Team B, no matter World Cup, no matter team A, no fear. Criticism being a change. I create Ebiana on net internet, net doom. Maybe I was